Hi guys, good day. It's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class, it's all about transforming quadratic function from vertex form to general form. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So this is the vertex form of quadratic function class. We have f of x equals a quantity x minus h squared plus k. Or you can also write this one class as f of x or y equals a quantity x minus h squared plus k. So once again class, this f of x you can also write it as y. And the general form, that would be f of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Or once again, for f of x, you can write it as y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So we transform this vertex form into general form. So let's start with number 1. So let me copy the equation y equals quantity x plus 3 then squared. So once again class, if you have this squared, it means that you multiply this equation by itself twice. Once again class, if you have 3 squared, it doesn't mean 3 times 2, it means 3 times 3. Once again class, it doesn't mean 3 times 2, it means 3 times 3. Now if you have this binomial, you have two terms, x plus 3. Therefore, you multiply this equation by itself twice. So x plus 3 quantity squared, it means that x plus 3 multiplied by x plus 3. Alright, so once again, to answer this one class is we do have two solutions. First solution is you can do the FOIL method. Okay, you still remember the FOIL method? First, outer, inner, last. And second solution, you can do the square of binomial. For me class, it's better to use the square of binomial because you can just answer the square binomial 3 to 5 seconds class if you master the square of binomial. But if not, you can do the FOIL method. So let's start with the FOIL method class. Do not be worried class, we will be explaining the two solutions for you to really understand this one. So let's do the FOIL method. First, outer, inner, last. So first, x times x, that would be x squared. Then outer, okay, we're done with first outer, x times 3. So x times 3, that's positive 3x. Then inner, right, inner 3 times x, that's positive 3x. Okay, 3 times x, that's positive 3x. And then last, positive 3 times positive 3, that's positive 9. And then you combine like terms class. You combine this one. So this will be x squared. 3x plus 3x, that would be plus 6x. Then copy plus 9. That's it class. That's the answer for this equation. Easy, right? So the square of binomial class, let me explain the square of binomial class because you can just answer this one easily class within 3 to 5 seconds if you master the square of binomial. So let's explain the square of binomial. So the equation that is x plus 3 quantity squared. So in the square of binomial, it says you square the first term. So we do have 3 procedures class for the square of binomial. It says number 1 procedure, you square the first term. So you square the first term. Once again, this is the first term, this is the second term. So you square the first term, that would be x squared. And then, second procedure, you multiply the first term and second term times 2. So multiply the first term and second term. So x times 3, then times 2. Times 2. Alright, multiply the first term and second term times 2. Then last procedure, you square the last term. So our last term is 3. So our second term is 3. You square it. So that would be 3 then square. And then you simplify class. So square the first term, x times x, that is x squared. You multiply the first term and second term times 2. So x times 3, that's 3x times 2, that's positive 6x. Then you square the last term, 3 squared, it means 3 times 3, that's positive 9. And that's it class. You just answer it right away. Easy, right? For the square of binomial. So let's try another example class. So if you master this one, example x plus 5 quantity squared. So you can just answer this one class easily. I think 3 to 5 seconds if you master this one. So first, you square the first term, x times x, that is x squared. You multiply the first term and second term times 2. So x times 5, that's 5x times 2, that's positive 10x. Then you square the last term. 5 times 5, that's positive 25. And that's it class. Easy, right? For the square of binomial. Alright, so same answer class. We have x squared plus 6x plus 9, so x squared plus 6x plus 9. So it's very easy, class, for the square of binomial. So if you want to learn more about the square of binomial, I will just put the link on the description down below, class, with regards to the square of binomial. Alright, so our answer is x squared plus 6x plus 9. So our answer will be, this will be y equals x squared plus 6x plus 9. That's it, class. That's the answer for number 1. Easy, right? For number 1. So our a, so you need to find the value of a, b, and c. So our a is beside x squared. So check the equation, class. A is beside x squared. Now, if you didn't see any number beside x squared, understood that there's 1 here, class. So understood that our a is 1. So if you didn't see any number, understood to be 1, class. So our a is 1, our b is beside x, that would be 6. And our c is the number. C is the constant, that would be 9. And that's it for number 1, class. Easy, right, for number 1. So our answer will be y equals x squared plus 6x plus 9. And you're done with number 1. Alright, so let's answer number 2. So pause the video, class. I will be erasing this one for number 1. That's the answer for number 1, class. Easy for number 1. Alright, so let's try number 2. So this will be y equals 3 quantity x minus 2 then squared plus 4. Alright, so once again, class, you simplify this one first before multiplying it by 3. Always follow PEMDAS, class. Just remember PEMDAS. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So parentheses, then exponent. So you simplify this one first, x minus 2 quantity squared, before multiplying it by 3. Why is that, sir? Because this is just multiplication, class. 3 times this parentheses is just multiplication. So therefore, we need to simplify this one first. X minus 2 quantity squared. So the thing that we will do is we just simply copy 3. So y equals 3. Then you simplify this one. X minus 2 quantity squared. So once again, let's do the two solutions, class. Alright, FOIL method. X minus 2 quantity squared, it means that you multiply this equation by itself twice. So x minus 2 quantity squared, it means x minus 2 times x minus 2. Alright, so first, FOIL, class, FOIL method. First, outer, inner, last. So first, x times x, that would be x squared. Then outer, x times negative 2. Positive times negative, that's negative. X times 2, that's 2x. Negative 2x. Inner, negative 2 times x, that's negative 2x. Then last, negative 2 times negative 2. So negative times negative is positive. 2 times 2 is 4. And then you combine like terms, class. So copy x squared. Once again, class, you cannot add x squared and x because the exponent of x here is just 1. It should be the same letters and same exponents for you to combine. Same literal coefficient. Same letters and same exponent. So we cannot add this one, so copy x squared, but we can combine this one, class. Same x, then same exponent, which is 1. So negative 2x combined with negative 2x. Now, if you both have negatives, simply copy negative sign, then you add the numbers. 2 plus 2, that is 4. Then copy x. Do not forget, class, if you both have negatives, negative 2x, negative 2x, so copy negative sign, then you add the numbers. 2 plus 2 is 4, copy x, then plus 4. That's it, class. That's the answer of x minus 2 quantity squared using the FOIL method. So let's do the square of binomial. Once again, first thing to do, you square the first term. So x times x, that is x squared. Then you multiply the first term and second term. So x times second term is negative 2. Then times 2. Times 2. Then you square the last term. So square the last term. This is negative 2 for the last term. Negative 2. Then squared. So this will be square the first term. That is x squared. You multiply the first term and second term. X times negative 2. That's negative 2x times 2. That's negative 4x. Then you square the last term. Negative 2 times negative 2. That's positive 4. And that's it, class, for the square of binomial. You square the first term, x times x squared. You multiply the first term and second term, x times negative 2. That's negative 2x times 2. That's negative 4x. Then you square the last term, negative 2 times negative 2. That's positive 4. You can answer this one class 3 to 5 seconds if you master the square of binomial. Alright, same answer I think. X squared minus 4x plus 4. So check, same answer. X squared minus 4x plus 4. Alright, so copy this one, put parentheses because you're not yet done in multiplying. So we simplify this one, x minus 2, then squared. So this is x squared minus 4x plus 4, close parentheses. Alright, so once again, you just simplify this one class, x minus 2 quantity squared. So this is the answer. Do not remove the parentheses class because we need to multiply it by 3. Once again, there is a multiplication 3 times this equation. So we simplify this equation, parentheses exponent. So copy 3, then we multiply the answer of this x minus 2 squared. Then copy plus 4. Alright, and then distributive property class. You multiply. Distributive property. So this will be y equals 3 times x squared, that's 3x squared. 3 times negative 4x, that's negative 12x. Positive times negative is negative. Do not forget class, unlike signs, the answer is negative. 3 times x squared, 3x squared. 3 times negative 4x, that's negative 12x. 3 times positive 4, that's positive 12. Then copy plus 4. Alright, do we have like terms? Yep, we have like terms. This one, we can combine numbers 12 and 4. So the final answer will be y equals 3x squared negative 12x, copy. Then 12 plus 4, that's positive 16. And that's it class. That's the answer for this equation. Alright, so this is the answer. Okay, let me just put a line. This will be our final answer. So y equals 3x squared minus 12x plus 16. So our a is beside x squared. Check the equation, ax squared. So our a is 3. Our b is beside x. Our b is negative 12. Beside x with the exponent of 1. Once again, bx, exponent of x here is 1. So our b is negative 12 and our c is positive 16. And that's the answer class for number 2. Easy, right? So our final answer, this will be y equals 3x squared minus 12x plus 16. So I will just not put class the a, b, and c because we don't have enough space. So this will be the general form class of this vertex form. Alright, so let's try number 3. So let me try number 3. So copy the equation. This will be y equals, so copy negative 2. Then we simplify this one class. X plus 5 quantity squared. Once again, do not multiply negative 2 on this equation. It should be parentheses exponent. So you simplify this one first. X plus 5 quantity squared. So let's do the square of binomial class for this one. So you can see the video again for the square of binomial. You square the first term, x squared. You multiply the first term and second term, x times 5. That's 5x times 2. That's 10x. Then you square the last term, 5 times 5. That's positive 25. Easy, right? For the square of binomial. You can answer this one class 3 to 5 seconds if you master the square of binomial. Alright, so this will be x squared plus 10x plus 25. Alright, so then close parentheses plus 7. So we just simplify this one class, x plus 5 quantity squared. Next is we do the distributive property. You distribute, okay, you multiply class. So this will be y equals negative 2 times x squared. That's negative 2x squared. So negative times positive, that's negative 2 times x squared, 2x squared. Negative 2 times positive 10x, that's negative 20x. Okay, so negative times positive is negative. 2 times 10 is 20, copy x. Then negative 2 times positive 25, that's negative 50. Negative times positive is negative, 2 times 25 is 50. Then copy plus 7. Alright, do we have like terms? Yep, we can combine this one. So our final answer will be y equals negative 2x squared minus 20x. Then negative 50 plus 7. Once again class, if you're combining unlike signs, if the signs are not the same, you subtract, then copy the sign of the larger number. So 50 minus 7, that is 43. Now 50 is greater than 7. We copy the sign. We copy negative sign. Once again class, if the signs are not the same, you subtract, then copy the sign of the larger number. 50 minus 7 is 43. 50 is greater than 7. We copy the sign. Negative 43. And that's it class. That's our answer. So our A is beside x squared. So our A is negative 2, our B is negative 20, and our C is negative 43. That's it, class. All set for this example. Alright, so I will give you an assignment, class. You try this one and you put your answer in the comment section down below. Let me check if you really understand our topic for this one, transforming quadratic function from vertex form to general form. You try this one, class. And you put your answer in the comment section down below. Alright, so let me write the equation here. Okay, so this is our A, B, and C. So let me erase this one, class. You try this one, class. Y equals, okay, you try this one, negative 5, quantity, x plus 2, then squared. Or let me just make it negative, x minus 2. Let's try x minus 2. X minus 3. Let's try x minus 3 squared. Alright, and then plus 3. Alright, that's it, class. You try that one and you put your answer in the comment section down below. Transform this one into general form and then you write the value of A, B, and C. Let me check if you really understand our topic. Alright, so I hope you learned something new today, and if you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.